Okay, I'm going to start this again. Ustream screwed up somehow and apparently didn't record all that first stuff. So, hopefully it's saved. If it didn't, well, then we just missed it, and all my ink experiments are gone forever, never to be seen again. But anyway, we're just playing with inks today. Now we're getting ready to switch over and do some magicals with the Liquitex Iridescent medium. This is taped live over at Ustream TV, and there is a live audience, so they're telling me what to do, because I can't figure out what to do by my own self, if you haven't figured that out yet. Pretty much. Well, I hope it caught the first part of that recording, because I think some of it I was going to go back and watch to see what I did or what I didn't do if I forgot. So, oh well, either way, I pretty much have found out what I wanted to know. And that was that this iridescent medium mixed with any of the inks I've tried so far, whether they be the Liquitex inks or the Bombay inks, you can turn a regular ink into an iridescent ink. And that was pretty much what the whole experiment was about. So we're all good there. Now these goofball women, well, there's really only one goofball, and I think she probably knows who she is, want me to try it in magicals, so I need to wait for instructions. I'm just trying to think, because normally when I do the magicals, I wet the paper and then drop the magicals into it. So now that we're going to do this different, and I had no idea that I was going to be getting this mess out, but I am such a sap and can't say no to her. Well, because I'm scared of getting fired. Stop talking about Jean like that. Yeah, I'm just trying to think how I want to do this. Do I want to mix a little bit of the magical powder into the iridescent and then smush it down? Eileen, what was your idea? What were you thinking? I'm getting some of this mess out of here, because you know how magicals are. They're crazy and make big messes. Alright, I need to get some more toothpicks as well, because I gotta be mixing this stuff like a mad scientist. Alright, so tell me what you think your idea was, Eileen. Magical and medium to splatter on magical page you have done. Okay, I get it. Okay. Alright, let's pick, let's do it on this page. I'm not too terribly fond of this. Bye, Deb. Go feel better. A nap will always make you feel better. I'm pretty sure. I had a nap yesterday. So let's think what color will look especially pretty on this. I was going to go real dark. Wet the damn paper first. She's really bitching at me today. Oh my God, I'm scared to death. I'm thinking I so need to reorder Go Grease Lightning because it's got the dark colors in it. I definitely don't want red. These last two sets are the brightest colors. The Caribbean Cruise has some really nice bright colors, and this is definitely the brightest colors of all, the amethyst. I'm kind of thinking purple. That dark, dark purple, but it takes over everything is the problem. And I can't say pink because I will definitely lose my job. I do not want a link. No links allowed. Actually, I looked it up the other day, Eileen. I looked up two things on Amazon the other day. And now when I open my Facebook page, that's all I see is the two things that I looked up on Amazon. Hi, honey. Hi. What jug? Eileen has me on retainer. She should. All right. The paper's damp. To wet this paper, honestly, I'd have to go dunk it in a whole sink full of water. I'm trying to think what color to splatter on top. I want something that's going to show up. That paper's going to dry while she mixes the magicals. It probably will, but that's okay. I'll wet it again. I'm thinking green. Green is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the darkest green I have, which I use that all the time. She's saying purple. Hi, Robert. Janet was so bad to you today. Go with the purple. You were only splattering. Okay, I'm doing the purple. At least that way it will show up. So that's probably a good thing. All right, we're doing that. Hey, Robert.
Yes, ma'am.
Eileen said hi, and I'm supposed to tell you that I was so bad to you today. Do you believe that crap?
Yeah.
No.
I'm glad somebody likes me.
I didn't say I didn't like you. I just said somebody needs to screw your head on.
Yeah.
Can you argue with that?
That what now?
That somebody needs to screw your head on?
Needs to chew my head off.
No, that's my job. Screw your head on.
Oh. Well, if they can get it straight, it'll be all right. Meow.
And this, I put just, like, look at how little amount of powder I put in there. Because, like, really, on this magical stuff, a little goes so long. So let's just see. We can always add more, but we can't take out, right? Eileen's got me doing crazy, crazy stuff today, Robert.
She's doing what?
Eileen's got me doing crazy stuff, like a mad scientist. Mixing potions.
I thought you did crazy stuff on your own.
Well, I do, but we're not talking about that.
Oh.
All right, see how much that little bit of powder colored that iridescent medium? And you can see the iridescence in there now.
All right. Okay. All right.
Teresa said, hi, Ratatouille.
Tell them hi.
Oh, and Eileen says, but we're standing up for you, Robert. Oh, my God. She is so sucking up to you. What have you promised her?
I'm glad somebody is.
You promised her something that you have no intentions or ability of doing, so. All right, this is way, way too thick to splatter, so I'm going to have to put a little bit of water in it. And you're right, Eileen, the paper has dried out. You bet the inside of my lungs are real pretty? I bet they are too. It's a dark purple, no doubt about it. All right, I'm going to give this a spray so Eileen can't yell at me. Oh, and look it, I got a little bit of powder. Look it, down here in the corner. Guess I wasn't as careful as I thought, huh? All right, here we go. Protect yourself. Okay, here we go. This purple may save this page. This pissy purple, Eileen, may save this entire page. I may end up liking it. Have I gotten carried away yet, CB? It's really weird. Do you remember those pens that you used to be able to buy? That you shook them up and they had metallic and you pressed down on them and it made that halo around the metallic writing? That's exactly what's happening here. Can you see that? That one is especially noticeable where the halo has gone around the iridescent. That is cool. Yeah, I like this too. That, honestly, those purple dots probably saved this whole page. That is crazy. And right there where it landed in a puddle, see what it did? Because there was a puddle right there, and there too, where it landed in the puddle. And that's the purple, absolutely pure, right there. Cool, huh? Alright, we got to do some more of this. Oh, gosh, I thought I was over the magicals, but now I'm not. I have to do more. I have to do more. Does this one have enough, Eileen? I'm going to move this one aside, though. Because I want to splatter. Oh, my God, I have no room here. I'm getting very frustrated. I'll just set it on top. I'm going to put the rest some on this. Because the magicals, at least this particular color of magical, seems to be so much more vibrant than any of those inks. Of course, the inks we watered down quite a bit. The purple I started with is out of the, let's see, Neon Graffiti set, and it's Urban Amethyst. So, yeah, I just added some to this. You can almost see which one of the magicals. Of course, they're still wet, so. All right, I'm wondering if we want to do something with this magical page, because this one I have no clue what I'm going to do with. It's all just one color. Maybe add another color to it, and then add some splatters. But I'm loving this. That the splatters actually saved this whole page. Right? Yep, I think so. I think so. I'm loving it. And this Bristol paper that I do this on, when it gets wet, it feels just like suede. It looks like suede too. So we have a couple of pages just to play with. And I've only got an hour left before Jean comes on. So let's do something. Mix up a couple different colors. You think I should just do this as splatter page? Or should I think I'm going to put Caribbean blue on top of this green. The thing is, that's what I would really like to do, is be able to control it. Now I could put the Caribbean blue, mix it with some clear gesso. I could also colorize some matte medium and just, you know, smear it on here and there. Oh, you're not streaming? Oh my gosh, 4 more hours if I want. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. We can stay all night. Are you okay, Jean? Yeah, that's a good question. Are you okay? Let's try doing some Ocean Breeze on this. Just one single color on top of this. You're just a tired girl? Okay. All right, I'm going to add the some blue on top of this. I don't know how it's going to behave, so we'll just find out. Jean's going to stream tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be gone all day. All right. I'm going to make sure that I'm dropping this into some really wet places. Kind of like more just two-tone, right? Rather than multiple colors, just do like two-tone. But let some of this green live. I have none there in the middle. And somewhere I got some purple. All right. All right, that's as much of this second color as I'm going to add. You guys can't see it as well as I can. Should I add? I diluted it down, Eileen. Pissy Purple is not going to take over. I promise. I promise. She's having a cow over there. I just added a little bit more color. Do you want a third color, or just add some splatters now? Like those purple splatters would look gorgeous on this too. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm not even going to wait for an answer. I'm doing those purple splatters on this too. Oops, 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 oops. Now this is, I'm dropping this, oops, into really, really wet paper. Look at that. Oh, I like this. I'm liking this a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. And here I thought this piece of paper was really going to be just garbage. I didn't think I'd ever be able to recover anything out of it. Ah, go where I want you to, dang it. Okay, that's it. Yeah, I like how the splats are blooming too, Eileen. It's just, yeah, it's very cool. And then the, I can't really lift it right now because it's so wet and I want the blue to stay kind of where it's at. Maybe I should try and dry it for a little bit before I try and move it, because I like it just the way it is right now. And there's some yellow popping up. I have no clue where that yellow came from. I don't know if it was dormant powder from before. I don't know. I don't know. All right, I'm going to have to dry this for a minute because I want it just like this. This paper dries fast, so just bear with me. Perfect Stranger Day. Hi, Grammy. I wish I knew where that yellow came from. It's not horrible. I don't know where it came from. All right, now this is one of those deals too. I'm almost afraid of the black magicals. The couple times I used it, it just seemed to me to take over everything. I kind of think now if I did black splatters on this, I would like it with the ink, but not the magicals. Look at that right there. That is so delicious right there. It's almost dry enough that I can pick up and show you guys. Yeah, I have no clue where that yellow came from. Alright, I think it's dry enough now that I could lift it up. My hands are going to be... I just got my hands somewhat clean, you guys. Oh my god. Alright, look it up in there. Can you see how gorgeous that is? And how the splatters, the iridescent, kind of stayed in one place, and then the magicals went ahead and moved around it. It's very cool. Very, very cool. And I'm not sure... Oh. Hello, green ink. Or green dye. I need to get a paper towel if I'm going to do this. I like that mint green. I know I like that. Geez, I like that. I'm going to blow the paper now. I drive poor Eileen crazy. You can tell it bothers me, right? Alright, I'm going to bring that, some of those earlier sheets back over and show you. They're not completely dry yet, but they're dry enough that you can kind of see. Hang on, I gotta get a picture. Oh my gosh, I have such a crazy mess here. Alright, this is the first one we did, where I said the gold, was it this one? I don't remember now. Anyway, can you see how the gold iridescence worked? It worked perfectly, actually, in my humble opinion. Because it's dry enough now, it's not going to change anything. But it's really just metallic sitting right on top. And I think on this one I did get the paperwork. The paper wet first. God, my brain is acting like Robert. That's scary. And here's the one where I got it wet afterwards, hoping it would move. I can't really tell. Honestly, I cannot tell. I think it did. I think it did move after, you know, when I wet it after. They don't seem to be as defined. I mean, they're still splatters, and you can still see them, but they're just not as defined as on that first one. I like the gold. I do like the gold. But I'm not going to have to buy any more Heidi Swap anything. All right, this is a piece of paper that is probably going to end up in the garbage if we don't save it somehow. So let's just challenge ourselves to see if we can save it somehow, some way. I'm not sure that we can, honestly. I don't know that it's salvageable, but let's give it a go. I didn't think that other one was either. So, we've got purple. We could probably add blue or green to this. Blue would probably be the best, frankly, because it's kind of got a pink-purple tinge to it. And if they mixed, you would end up with a different shade of purple. Let's do tilt-a-wheel teal. What the heck? Yep, that's what we're doing. Indigo flat. That's what we're doing. We're just going to wet this whole piece of paper. See if we can get it laying down flat. I think this was just a cleanup sheet that I didn't throw away. And I'm going to do this just like normal magicals. Just put the powder on it and let it do whatever it's going to do. And then we'll put different color splatters on, or no splatters at all, whatever we want. And I may not have picked the best shade of blue, but, well, there's no excuse for me because I do have swatches. I could look at them to see what shade of blue I'm going to get. People eat Easter eggs? What? You could use magicals to splatter Easter eggs. Yes, you could, Judy. My guess is if you read about them, they're probably non-toxic. You probably could eat them. I'm not sure I'd want to, but yeah, you probably could. Did I get carried away, CB? Tell me, please. There's a lot of blue on there. You guys know blue and purple are by blue, purple, green. That's my favorite kind of color scheme, so I might have to, but with the purple and I don't know. I might have to pick up some of the blue. I think I'm gonna in here. But where the powder, if your paper is really well saturated, like you're not picking up any of that blue. Yes, you got carried away, as always. I don't think so. I think it's very pretty. I asked if I got carried away, but no worries, CB. Eileen answered for you. She said I got carried away. I don't think I did. Because if I wanted to cut this into pieces now, I've got lots of different shades of color. Like this would be a great one to weave. You had your head in the washer. OMG. You ladies are crazy. Crazy, crazy. All right, just because I can, and I hate to throw stuff away, I'm going to go ahead and splatter on this one now in the same purple. Only I watered it way down. I think this is way interesting now. It was way boring before. I think I saved this sheet of paper. Don't you? Tell me. We're going to do anything you want to do, Kathy. You tell us what we're doing, and Eileen will agree to it. Yeah, I just added, it was a piece of stop-up paper that I didn't particularly care for. And so I added the blue and then the purple on it, and now I'm really, really happy. But I'm thinking, Eileen, what do you think? About making some green iridescent splatter to add to this. I don't want a lot of green, but I think a little bit of green would look really good in here. And if I use that C'est la vie cerise, I think that would be really pretty. We're going to do it. What the hell? It was trash to begin with, right? So why not? So now I've got more papers that I got to figure out what to do with. Oh, and I was going to show you guys. I did go ahead and add some circles to my box. So that's how the box turned out. And I went ahead and powdered it so that it opens and closes real easy now. All I got to do is line it and put my pens in. So I like this one because you can see through it. Yeah. So that was the finished end result of that. Add green to the iridescent stuff. Yep, that's what I'm going to do right now before Eileen kicks my butt. If I don't get green out here soon, I know I'm either getting my pay docked or I will be jobless. Oops, better put that in the water. Don't want to wreck it. Alright, I'll just hold up for you guys to see how much I end up using, because really a little bit, I mean, you don't have to use hardly any at all for one drop. Yeah, I'm liking that box a lot too, and I'm excited to get the lining in it, because I think when I do the lining, I'm going to put the elastic loops in it so I can put my nice pens in there. I don't know if I will or not. That means getting out my whole box of sewing supplies. Oh, and I really dread that. Alright, I watered it down a little bit. The one thing about the Magicals that is way cool that I really love is when you smack them down on the paper and it's wet, you see all the different colors of powder that they used to make that. When you do it like this, you end up with one solid, consistent color. So it kind of changes the, I don't know if I want to say the nature, well, the properties, I guess, of the Magicals, because you end up with one color as opposed to all the different colors mixing on the page, which is what makes, in my opinion, the Magicals crazy fun. Alright, this is, alright, I'm going to put it on a different piece of paper to show you to see if that's really what we want to add to this. Where's this scrap piece of paper? Alright, can you guys see that? It's kind of a minty green. It might look pretty. Ah, let's go for it. What the heck? Can't dance. Alright, I might have to add just a hair more water to make it thin enough. I will put you on leave until your next stream if I mess up. Does that mean leave without pay, Eileen? There's no pay involved? Look at how those purple splatters have just kind of spread out all over. Alright, we're backing up and we're splattering. Poor Jean is having a heart attack right now saying, enough of the splatters already. I love them. They're very cool looking. The green is a little bit harder to see, and I think when it dries, I think you're barely going to be able to see it, in all honesty. I don't think the iridescence will be there, but the green will be so faded you won't really see it. And I have to hold it up where you can see it because it's just... I'll try and hold it up for you. Can you see that? How the green is light and minty? And you can see it there because it's against that light background. You're ignoring this screen? Yeah, they are blooming. Can you see there? There against the pink, you can really see it. Oh, now that's an idea too, Teresa. A darker green. Well, see, that was the tilt-a-wheel teal, wasn't it? No. Now I don't remember. I'm trying to think. No, the tilt-a-wheel teal we did was the blue on that other one. This was probably my darkest green, Kathy. It's funny because these colors, I mean, this is the color green I just used, believe it or not. That's the darkest I have. I'm just trying to think. There's more like an olive green. There's also a bright lime green. Merry-go-round green. Let's see what that is. That's a real light one. These are more pastel colors. Yeah, that's not going to show up. And that's avocado green. Probably the only green that's going to show up is that luscious lime, and I'm not sure if I want to add lime to this. I'm pretty sure I do not want to add lime to this, in fact. And then that Merci beaucoup mint. Well, let's see what this one is. There's this dark green. It's kind of an olive-ish. But I'm not sure I want that on there. I think I'm going to leave it. You know what I could do? Is if I want green at this point, rather than adding the magicals, I could go back and add ink. And get more of a pure color, right? Yeah, no, I'm not doing lime. That's what I'm thinking is if I want, let's see. Are you thinking more of like a Kelly green or, all right, here's that. All right, here, I'm just going to do this. Wait and see till it's dry. Okay, I'm going to dry it real quick, and then I think I know what I'm going to do. Just for an experiment. I mean, we've got nothing to lose at this point, right? Let me dry this and see how we do. Because that ended up being more silvery. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I want to do it while the paper's still wet. I'm thinking I might want to do it while the paper's still wet so that you get some of that bloom as, you know, as such. All right, I think I'm going to try that. I'm going to add some different green to it. What the heck? But what do we got to lose, right? And I'm going to add it right to this same container that we're working in, so. What the heck? I'm already on leave without pay, so it's not like she can do too much more to me, right? All right, let's see how this goes. This is definitely a darker green. All I did was add some of that Liquitex Phthalocyanine green, which is kind of a blue shade, but it's really green. It's this green. Let me see. It's that green, the second next, between the blue and the black. It's a pretty dark green. Oh yeah, that's more what I had in mind. And it still has some of the iridescent in it because I used the same container. So whatever little amount of iridescence was left. All right, I don't want to get carried away. CB will fall in the washer if I do that. So, and Eileen can't complain because it's green. Yeah. Oh, now I like how that is moving. That is cool looking. I'm going to hold this one up where you can see it. Well, this one's doing it too, where you can see real good. Can you see that? Where the iridescent stays in the middle and then it gets that nice, rich, come on, green around the edge. That's cool, huh? Down there you can see it. And those are the two greens sitting next to each other. That's the first magical green that I used. That's the ink green. So that's cool, using all your different products together. And it would probably have been cool too if I had used the green without the iridescent. And maybe one thing I like about this sheet, and I know you guys get sick of me, but this dark blue, I'm thinking maybe I'll go back with just some dark blue without the iridescent. And add here and there just for more depth. Yeah, the ink green definitely is showing up better, right? All right, I'm going to go ahead and use this up on this. This, when we're done, this might end up being a really cool looking journal cover with just the ink splatters. Just because it's colorful and pretty. I'll go back and add, you know, say more yellow or orange or whatever. I'm just using up the ink is all I'm doing, you guys. Poor Jean. Cover your eyes, Jean. I'm really not doing this to antagonize you. Yeah, this looks way cool. And the longer it sits, like look at that splatter. Can you see? That was the purple splatter. The longer it sits, it seems like the more it just spreads out, where you just get color here and there, which is very cool. I was just thinking that, Janet, or even cut into 2 inside covers. Yeah. Yeah, I think so too, Sophia. The green is definitely showing up for sure better. So the only thing I think I would do, and I think I'm going to do it with the Chinese ink before I dry it, because I like the way it spreads, is I'm going to add some darker. Not too much. All right, that's probably enough. Because I love dark blue. Love it, love it. And this whole bottle, FYI,
is attempting to reach you on your cellular device. An idiot is attempting to reach you on your
chances are that really is an idiot, because it's an unknown. This ink I bought kind of just on the fly from the Wish app. $5 for this whole bottle. That is dirt cheap, you guys. $1 shipping, and this is heavy. So yeah, if you like inks, look on the Wish app, because yeah, it's perfectly fine for me to write with too. So $5. I just wanted to do an experiment, and for $5, yeah, it was so worth it. Yeah, I like the dark blue on there. I'm gonna go ahead and dry this now. It looks like a crazy mixed up cupcake. And CB, I didn't get carried away. What a mess I'm making. Look at Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. She is Johnny on the spot with that link. You guys would be really proud of me. I have not ordered anything from Wish since we got out of the hospital. Okay, Katie. I'm glad you came. Come back. It really needs some gold now. Alright, we can put gold on it. What the heck? We got every other color on it. Does it need to be wet to do that, Eileen? Because if it does, I'm going to quit drying right now. I'm going to pick up some of the excess splattage around. You know what? I think I want... Hi, Carrie Ann. Or good morning to you. Good afternoon to me. I'd like the gold not to run, though. Oh, okay. She's saying yes. Okay, we're going to make some more gold. I guess I took the little gold container over to wash it. What the heck? All right. Where did I put the gold? I hid it from myself. I do not need any more inks, do I? No, you don't, Dorothy. I'm tickled to death that I figured out how to use mine and not have to buy more. For real. Because I was just like, oh my god, I have so many inks. I don't need more. So now I have multi-purposes. I am going to store them different, though. I have decided that. I am definitely going to store them different. All right, I think this time I'm not going to make too much. I'm trying to decide if I want to do the iridescent or the matte. I'm going to do the iridescent because I think it stayed a lot brighter and golder with the iridescent medium. Even though I think the iridescent actually has more silver in it. You know what this has made me want to do, though? And somebody needs to spank me. It makes me want to maybe get the other metallic colors of the powder. Because these powders, honestly, they go a long, long way, you guys. When you buy the pure pigment and mix it yourself, this goes a long, long way. So, and they make it in bronze and copper and other colors. So, all right, I'm going to add a little bit water. Maybe I'll just do it this way. Needs to be a little bit thinner. Oh my gosh. Are you going to work?
White shirt, no.
Oh, leave that one in here. That's the one that got blood on it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, leave it in here, please.
In where?
Right in here by the sink, and I'll pre-treat it before I wash
Oh,
it.
right here, okay.
Yeah, leave it in here. These are really tiny splats. They're not big splats. Can you guys even see? All right, that's it. I can't get carried away. This definitely looks like a cupcake. There, can you see it? I didn't want the gold to spread so much, and look, it's just sitting right on top, kind of like I hoped it would. I didn't know if it would, but yeah, the gold is really a nice touch, I have to say. It's weird to think where this whole page started from, you know? That it was on its way to the trash can, and somehow now it's acceptable. So, all right, I don't have to blow this, or oops, sorry, I don't have to dry this anymore. Because it's dry enough to move, unless I'm going to add something to it. But I think the things that made a difference on this was adding the ink, the more stronger color here and there, I think made a huge difference. Because the green magicals pretty much disappeared in the iridescent. The purple really, really spread. So I guess it's just the nature of the products that you see behaving different. I've had this for so many years, Jane. It's a German product. I probably got it at an art store called Meiniger's in Denver. I know you can get it almost at any art store. Dick Blick should definitely have it. Probably not Amazon. Amazon's not going to carry a specialty product like this, I don't think. But Dick Blick, Jerry's Artorama, if you have a local art store, they're going to carry a product like this. I'm pretty sure you're not going to get, and I don't think Hobby Lobby and Michael's are going to carry this because you're going to pay more for it. Yeah, they also do watercolors. They have a whole line of different products. And they're very, very, their reputation is immaculate. Like, they make good product. So, yeah, you don't have to worry about that. They make great products. So, yay, we saved that. Let's see what else we might want to alter. I'm going to bring this one back because this one is really weird. This whole sheet is really weird. This is that sheet that was green that we added the blue to. Look at how the blue has almost completely disappeared and how the purple has been absorbed and all that's left are the iridescent dots. Isn't that weird? This is another one where maybe adding the ink would help it along, because when we finished this one, I was like, oh, I really like that. But now that all the color has kind of dispersed, I'm thinking, well, this is boring. There's not much anything of interest there because all the color just kind of dispersed. Right? It's weird. Really weird. That's one thing about the Magicals that I have to say is, especially on this paper. Now, I like it on this paper because, look, if you wanted to put that in an art journal, you've got double-sided paper that are both really, really interesting and nice. Yeah, I'm finding this just not as interesting now. They do have it. Well, there you go. Amazon has it. That surprises me, really. It does make a big difference, Sophia. For sure, for sure. It's on sale now. Don't tell me that, CB. I don't need any more. Yeah, he beat her to the commission. So now I'm wanting to add more to this. This one's not dry by any stretch of the imagination. This one might be okay. Well, actually, this one would be okay if it was inside a journal as a journal page to start with. So maybe I will leave it. Because I actually am going to add some of these pages and build another journal because I have one more cover. And it's that, it's the second cover that I made. Well, actually, this is the first cover. And I stamped on it here and there. And so I was going to, you know, add some sheets in here as an art journal. I don't know, Eileen. Let's take a look and see. I'm going to do it on that one. I'll check on the one that's your colors. Because it's, alright, let me make sure my finger's clean. Because you never know where my fingers have been. Oh, they're staying put. Yeah, so when they're dry, they are going nowhere. For real. I might have a glimmer or two. But yeah, no, they're staying put now. Sweet! Sweet, sweet. Is this one? God, I'm going to have to go back and watch the video now. Hopefully that recorded so I can see. Because this one, I don't know if I did it on the dry paper. But these are the kind of splatters I like down here where it hit the paper and then like bounced. Those are the ones I really like. Great birthday gift. Yeah, with the medium, it appears as though they adhere really well. These are Eileen's color, and I look at this and I think, God dang, that is butt ugly. That is really butt ugly. Whereas this is my colors, and boy, is that pretty. Yeah, the gold is absolutely staying put. Totally staying put. Sweet. I've actually learned a lot today. Don't you know? We'll see what happens like with the iridescent on these. Yeah, that's staying put. It's going nowhere. I like how the colors come out from underneath it though. Like that is way cool. This one too, it could use some dark colors without any iridescent in it. So, I'm so dull. I'm so dull. She hurt my feelings. Not. Okay. We need another task. And I'll stay on for a little bit longer since Jean's not going to stream today. I have the biggest mess here in the history of mankind. Everything I own has colorful splatters all over it. Eek! But ugly. We're going to have a color war going on here pretty quick. Let's see what other pages I've got. There's our colorful splatter page. This one I still love. I haven't done anything with it. I just love this one. I love how the magicals acted on this. Is that not pretty? It may never change. And that one you've seen, it won't change. I really don't have much magical powders left, you guys. I really don't. Well, now, text weight, liar, liar, pants on fire. I'm lying. I am lying. I am lying. I have a bunch of really ugly ones over here. Okay, these are from the other day. These are the ones that the gold lifts off of. This is our experiment from last week. And I still like these pages, even though they're not bright and colorful. I still like this. But this is the one that it does lift off. These are the pages we did the other day. This is definitely my color. But see how muted the colors ended up? Very muted. Okay, these are the ones we were doing experiments with matte medium and texture paste. And these could just as easily end up in the trash because there's this one's kind of interesting to me. And I think this one's pretty, but I'm not sure I want to put splatters on it because I like this one that you can kind of see the flow of the water. I'm not sure how I got it to retain that. Now this is cardstock and it's not as absorbent as the Bristol is. So yeah, this one, use the ones you don't love. Okay, what'd Kathy say? All right, hang on. Hi, real bunny. All right, hang on. Try putting some of the medium on paper. Okay, yeah, that's right. We were going to do that. Try putting some medium on paper and add the magicals to see what happens. Okay. And then spray it with water. Okay, all right. Let's pick one of the ones that we're not just buku crazy about to do that too, okay? We could do that. I think I'll do it. All right, let me see if you guys like, you want to try it on that? Don't get rid of any of those. You can keep I know, Kathy. That's why they're still sitting here is because I keep thinking, well, I might add stencils to them. You know, who knows what I'll end up doing. All right, we're going to spread the iridescent medium. All right, do I want to wet the paper first? I'm kind of thinking I want to wet the paper before I spread the medium on it. I think I do. I think I want to wet the paper first. I'm going to wet it first and again after. Now this is text weight paper, so it's going to behave different than the Bristol or anything else. All right. Now I'm just going to I suppose I should have gotten a color out. I'll just grab that something on top. I think for this one, let's do a green. I'm going to add green. I know. I'm not sure why I asked, Eileen. I thought that after I did it. Like, why am I even asking? Just go ahead and do it. I can't tell what it's doing. I can't see that it's doing anything really. And I left it thicker in places and thinner in other places. So where I left it thicker, it looks like, I'll hold it up where you can see. See right there where I left a blob thicker, where the powder has started moving, and then other places where it just kind of sat. All right. There. Now I'm going to spray. I would think the medium is going to act like a barrier, honestly. I mean, it's going to make the whole sheet shimmery. Yeah. It looks like that's what's going on. And I didn't put a lot, okay? But I think what happened is the iridescent medium almost acts like a matte medium and acted like a barrier. Okay, I'm not sure. I think I'm adding a little bit of blue now. Can I suggest mixing with the medium and then putting it down through a stencil? Yeah, you, for sure. And you can use it by itself too. I mean, you don't have to add a color to it. If you want just shimmer on your page, just use the iridescent medium like it is. Interesting. Now one thing I love is right there where that one little piece of powder kind of flowed like a river. I really like stuff like that. I just think it's so interesting. You guys can see the shimmer like in there. That's just sheer shimmer. And it's kind of taken on the color underneath it. Was that what you expected, Kathy? Did it behave like you expected? And it's hard for me to lift up. I wonder if I could bring... All right, let me try to bring you guys down closer and see what happens. All right, can you see that? Like you are right on top of it now. I can't leave it down there because I'll wreck the... I mean, everything will end up on the camera. So, but can you see how it's working down in there and how the shimmer is in there? It's very interesting. And see, what I don't know is like right in there how that purple has kind of moved. I don't know if that's old color because I haven't added any purple. If that's old color that has decided to move now or what. But it is kind of cool. It really is. It's really, really pretty. Try just doing the medium magicals and then spray. No water on the first layer. Okay. Yeah, see, this is going to move if I move it now. I'm going to have to dry it just a hair, Kathy. Bear with me. Oh, actually, the medium is floating in the water. Huh, that's very interesting. It's definitely shimmery. No doubt about it. Cool looking though. I'll sop up some of the excess. Yeah, this is text weight paper. Alright, I might be able to move it a little bit now. I gotta get all this stuff out from in front. It is definitely shimmery. I'm gonna have to move you guys now. Pick up some of these dry ones. Okay, so now I'm just gonna pick a page that I'm not particularly crazy about. And I use these, most of these text weight papers are ones that I'm just not crazy about. Yeah, see, like this or this. These were sop-up papers. I don't like yellow and red. This one's kind of interesting. Here, let's do this one with the purple. Reason being, we'll be able to see what happens on it really easily, I think. I think. Not betting any money, but yeah, let's give it a go. This one's really unusual. Can you see that all that pattern down in there? I don't know why or how that came about. I think what it was I used this piece of paper to sop up stuff off the table, and it dried, and then I did that again with the purple on top. So now she wants me to put down some iridescent medium and spread it around. And I suppose I could just put this to a stencil as well. It's kind of picking up a little bit of the color from underneath, which means, and I know that purple, when you use that purple out of the, what is it, the neon graffiti one, I think, that purple moves no matter what. It looks very pretty, but faintly disturbing rash, yeah. Alright, so now I've got that down. I'm just going to grab, I'll just do this blue since it's right on top, and I like purple and blue, so let's just add blue on top. You know what, Kathy? The iridescent medium acts totally like a barrier. It's not moist enough. Yeah, it's not moist enough to allow the powders to do much with it. See what I'm saying? I think I did that the way you wanted, the way you wanted me to. If I didn't, you and Eileen will yell at me, and that's okay. Go ahead, yell away. But yeah, it's not, it's acting more like a barrier. There. Yeah. And I'm not going to get it so totally saturated. I'm just going to move the papers a little bit. I like that though. That blue on that purple, that's really bright. Just let it run a little bit. And that blue must have yellow in it because there's that yellow again. Now, this may be an interesting thing because one of the things that's hard to do with the magicals is to get like a drippage. I think using that as a barrier between, you know, the underneath colors and the colors on top, you might be able to get some cool drippage. And I love drippage. Love me some drippage. Like this one here, that's making me happy. Is that what you were thinking? But I'm liking the drippage a lot now. I'll try and get it to drippage the other way. Keep it in a place where you guys can see it, like right in there. Oh man, that's pretty. I'll hold it up where you can see the drippage go. Yeah, you might get some really, really different effects having a barrier. Yeah, see, you'd never get the magicals to do that on their own. You like the iridescent over and then the drippage on top? Yeah, I'm liking this. Not sure what I was thinking. The magicals already come shimmery. I know, but I haven't bought any of the shimmery ones, Jane. I bought only the flat ones because I'm not a shimmery girl. So there you go. Now buy the flat ones and turn it into shimmery yourself. I'm going to try and dissolve some of the powders that didn't dissolve and get some more dripperage. Yeah, because you could never get the magicals to do that on their own, ever. Just enough to stain the paper, you know. Like it, like it, like it, like it a lot. If you're a dripperage kind of person. Yeah, now I've turned into a shimmery person. No, Jane, this would be in special circumstances. I'm still not a shimmery person. I won't use this very often. I don't even know why I had that iridescent medium in my house, honestly. But yeah, you can definitely get some different effects. Now, I could also do this, you know, if I put a layer of matte medium down too or something, you know. But it seems like, well, I'm just thinking. I guess if you did it while it was still wet, because you don't want it to create a new barrier. But I like the drippage. And see, the light is coming in the window now, so that's why you guys are getting a really funny light right there. That's light from the window. Let me see if I can pull the shade. There you go. Now you're not going to see color as accurately, but yeah, so this is, I mean, this is definitely something you couldn't do with just some magicals on their own. So it's definitely changed the little properties. I like this one all of a sudden. It looks like an amoeba. We have created amoebas here today. Very, very interesting. And the thing is, that blue that I put on top is not, as a rule, that dark. I mean, it really stayed dark. Yeah, Jean went fast asleep, probably. Poor thing. She's not feeling good. She should. I'm going to try and get it to run down this way just a hair. Do something with that big blob of purple down there. I don't know. I like this. I'm glad you had me do this, Kathy, because this is cool. Amoeba on top of a rash. I know. Awesome. You can't hardly see the rash anymore. We pretty much obliterated it. Now, some regular splatters on top of this would be kind of cool too. I'm going to just blow this quickly. It won't take long. Yeah, it's not soaking into anything, Kathy. Exactly. Yeah, I think that's why you can get the different effect. You said to try. Okay, sorry, Teresa, I missed whatever. What did you want me to try first? I'm sorry. It's either my memory or whatever. Tell me. Because this is definitely a shimmery page, no doubt about it. Okay. See, it's not necessarily the shimmer MAC that I want, because I'm really not a shimmery person, but I like the effect of how the pigment, whether it's magical powders, or it could be actually be any pigment, I suppose, sat on top and then started running. It's that effect that I find particularly appealing about this, what we've just done. Yeah, I could put amoebas on all the papers I don't like. Exactly. But yeah, I think that's it, is that the iridescent medium or the matte medium or any of the acrylic mediums, whether it's clear gesso, any of them, create a barrier between the absorbent substrate and whatever you're using on top of it, so that you could get effects like this. It's still cool. Very, very cool. Dark blue and silver splatters. I don't have silver. I only have the gold. And I'm not ordering any. Thank you very much. Some ink on top of it? Yeah. Now this would be one where I would want like white. Any gel medium, yes, exactly. Any acrylic medium is going to do the same thing. The iridescent just gives you the shimmery effect. Yeah, this one I would probably throw white on, but see, you've got light that is hitting this directly, so that's why it looks so white. But when you hold it up, you don't notice that so much. It's cool. It's very cool. Jennifer wants this paper. All right, send to Jennifer. It's written right on the back now. Still votes for iridescent medium mixed with magical, scraped through a busy stencil onto a blah paper. Okay. We can do that. We'll do that. I'll set that aside to dry. I'm looking for a black kind of paper. These are all the text weight. This one I could care less about. That one's just to clean up, clean up. That one's interesting. I don't know what I would ever do with it, but that one is definitely blah. All right, let's do this one because it is but ugly and belongs in the trash. Let's see if we can turn it into something worth owning. Let me go get a stencil. All right, boy, it's hard to pick a stencil. It really is. It's just impossible for me to pick a stencil. But I grabbed this one because we've all been talking about dangles. So I thought, okay, we'll do a dangly one. I just cut this one myself. So yeah, let's. What about that one that just went all blue? Well, we could do that too. That is an idea, actually. Oh, but we've already got iridescent on that. Well, who cares? All right, we can do that. All right, and rather than using the magicals this time, I'm really thinking about using something that won't move. I'm thinking about going back to the ink, you guys, using the iridescent with the ink. I really am. I'm thinking about, let's see. We already used that one. I'm thinking about something totally different now, you guys. Oh, wrong one. See, I don't know if I should go, stay in the same color family and do more like two-tone like it was originally, or go something totally, completely different. I'm thinking stay in the same color family. That's what I'm thinking. Let's give it a go. If we don't like it, oh well, what the hell. It's going to take me half my life to clean up this mess. Just saying. And I'm not going to need a whole lot, I don't think. Now, this paper is still damp. Oh, there goes one of my long hairs. Yeah, this paper is still damp. Yeah, that's all right. Right. All right. Indecisive monkey. You would go for a contrasting color, darker perhaps, but one that will show up well. That's what I'm thinking too. But one thing about the inks is it's not going to, I'm thinking, okay, now the paper's still damp, so it may want to go ahead and absorb a little bit. But I don't want to sit here and run that dryer long enough to dry it completely. So we're just going to go with this, and it'll either work or it won't. That's the thing about that. And I'm going to leave it a little bit thick. I'm not going to dilute it. And it's not thick enough to really, I might have to make a whole lot more of this. I didn't really want to, but I might have to. I hope it doesn't go down below that. Yeah, see, I'd have to make a mountain of this. All right, hang on. Probably would want to do this, frankly, with clear gesso, modeling paste or something, exactly. All right, here. And I added just a little bit of matte medium to tone down some of the iridescence. And it's still pretty runny. It's all right. We're going to go ahead and use it and hope it doesn't run under. If it does, oh well, lesson learned. I imagine you could use the iridescent powder in the modeling paste as well. I don't know why you couldn't. I think it's going to iridescent anything. I could put it in the laundry and Robert's underwear would be iridescent, I'm pretty sure. This is a real thin stencil too. It's on like a sheet protector. Is that what you call them? Or one of those sheet dividers. They're real inexpensive. You get them at Dollar Tree. There's like 3 in a package. They're cheap. But they're great for making, like this was going to be a stencil that was a one-time use thing. I didn't expect that I was going to want to use it over and over again, you know, because after you've done one dangle page, how many dangle pages are you going to do? Right? Right. I'm just going to go ahead and finish it now because I don't want to have to line it all up later. So it's just all going to happen. That's it. And I'm just putting the matte medium to thin it and make it go further is all. Might be a little bit different shade, color, whatever, but not that big a deal. Would have been fun, too, to start one color on one end and go to all the way down the end of the rainbow. That would be cool. I use spackling paste for modeling paste, you guys. I don't buy... I don't do this stuff very often, really. I don't. So, you know, if spackling paste will work, I use spackling paste. I'm cool with it. I don't want to have to mix anymore. This better go far enough. Looks like it's gonna. Woohoo! Alright, let's see where I missed. I don't think I missed anywhere. I do need to get this over in the sink. I can feel it drying already. Okay, keep your fingers crossed. Came out pretty cool. Let me go get this in the sink like right now. I just thought of something. I thought UPS guy was going to be here today. Maybe it's tomorrow. Maybe, I don't know. I did make that stencil. I just hand cut it. You guys can do that. It's so easy. It's not that big a deal. The color's bleeding under the shimmer. See, yeah, definitely the ink is spreading a little bit, but I don't know, looking down at it like this, I think it's cool looking. It's going to be one of those things probably won't know completely until it's dry. I think I had more iridescent medium on this end than that end, but it's hard to say because they were done at different times. Up here, it obviously got under the stencil, but that's fine. It needs dangles coming down to fill this. You mean down here? To fill the spaces down here? See, I would probably do something in a different color down here. The best way to do it is to buy it. Well, sometimes I just am impatient and I can't wait for delivery. So if I think of an idea, I want it right now. So I just have to do it right now. Yeah, insanity. That's what it is. Eileen is totally right. It's not patience. It's insanity. Yeah. It's totally impatience why I would sit and do that. But just think about it, Eileen. How hard could that be? Use your screw punch to make the circles, right? Wherever you want them. Use a ruler and cut between the circles. How hard is that? It's the easiest way to ever cut a stencil. Oh, you mean dangles coming the other way? Well, now maybe this is one that you'd want to draw on, but I don't think that you could use the stencil coming back down this way. Know what I mean? But I would do something totally different down here. I'd just let the dangles be alone the way they are, coming down from the top, and then put something else down here. Probably in purple. It wouldn't be damn hard. Oh my gosh, you are such a crybaby. Yeah, you could do dangles over the top of this after it's dry. The only thing about that is I've not used my pens on top of the magicals. Well, you could cut them with an X-Acto, but if you've got a screw punch, CD, just use a screw punch. Yeah, that would be the only thing, and I haven't done it yet, is to use my pens on top of those magical powders. I know a lot of products, when you try and draw or something on top of them, they kill your pens. So yeah, I've not done it on top of the magicals. I'd almost be afraid that it would ruin my pen. I'd go to Dollar Tree and maybe get one of those cheap-ass dollar black pens and try it. There would have to a pen out there somewhere that would work. Yeah, now I have some pens that say they work on anything, and they do, but the only thing is, like, if the magicals don't get completely dissolved, there's like a residue that's left. And I don't want that to get up in the nibs of my pens. So I probably would go buy some cheap black pen at Dollar Tree, and then if I ruin it, who cares? A screw punch enables you to make just circles. It's got little. It's like an awl, only it has a handle, and you push down on the handle, and it has like a drill pattern. And you can get the holes in different sizes, or just use an awl even. You know, like maybe what your husband has one, whatever. But you can get holes in different sizes. And this is way close up now. Sorry, I'm moving the camera on you guys. Yeah, it's just, I'll go get mine real quick. I have the Martha Stewart one. I didn't use the screw punch on that stencil, but you could. All right, here you go. Alright, see? The little things are back here. And you can buy them in different sizes. But you put the little nibs, I guess you'd call them, whatever, punches, in down here. Screw that tight. And then when you put this down on paper and push down on it, it drills that hole into paper for you. My screw punch has several heads for the different size holes. Exactly. Bookbinders use them, yeah. Or just, you can get a set at the hardware, and I just took that downstairs. But at the hardware store, you can buy them where you can get really big holes and just hit it with a rubber mallet. So, but these are for really, really tiny holes, but that wasn't even tiny enough last time I used it. So yeah, that's what a screw punch is.
An idiot is attempting to reach you on your cellular device. An idiot is attempting to reach you on your cellular.
This place is like Grand Central Station. Drives me cuckoo. Does that answer? Yeah, she made it when she was escaping from jail. That is a screw punch. There you go. And I don't know why I keep it in its original packaging. I just do. So, alright, by the time I get this mess cleaned up, I'm going to have to start dinner. But I really, of all the ones, Kathy, I'm glad you made me do this. Because this has really got me thinking. And I just bonked the camera again, I think. I really like the way this one ran and dripped. I'm not crazy about the shimmer, frankly. I think the shimmer detracts. You got yours at Tuesday morning for under $10? Yeah, I mean, they're everywhere. But I like this one with the drippage pattern. I really do. Yeah. So I think we did some fun stuff, man. I really do. These are the two where we laid down the shimmer. I don't like the all-over shimmer. I will say that. I do not like the all-over shimmer. But that's just me because I don't like shimmer that much. Oh, you told me? All right. Thank you, Teresa. I'm sorry. I'm giving credit where credit is due somewhere else. I'm sorry. But yeah, I like the effect of this a lot, a lot, a lot. So it makes me think about other things you could use as a barrier to get this effect. Yeah. All right, let's finish looking. So these were two that we did. I'm not sure that I'll ever use them. This one's going to Jennifer, right? Yeah. Let's look. Okay, the one, this is really bizarre, you guys. And it's because we did it on wet paper. But this is the one that I went back and added dark to, isn't it? Yeah, look at the dark splatters that I added have totally been diluted. Look at, that's the dark blue. It didn't stay dark blue like that. So I'm going to add the dark blue black back after this paper dries. Because, yeah, the moistness of the paper, I think, diluted it. But actually, I do like this one at the end of the day. I really do. Because that was going to be garbage. This one's still a little bit damp. This is one that we added the purple to. And look how the purple all moved away from the iridescence. It's crazy. Crazy, I tell you. This one I think could use a dark color. But I'm glad we added the splatters. They came out. Yeah, I mean, this was like splatter day completely. But this one, the more I look at this, the more I like this. Okay, let's see what else we got over there. And this is the one that we started with. And this one almost, well, you can see it. Okay, I showed that already. This is that one that it was all much the same color as this one at one point in time. It's still pretty but ugly. Yeah, I'm going to add the dark back for sure. You know, and I might go in and draw on it with something. You like the magicals with the medium? I think I do too, Eileen. I think I do. And keep in mind too, you know, we started out this whole show before we got to the magicals. We were talking about inks. And I know some of you don't like Inktense, but don't ever forget that Inktense is ink. It has the same properties as ink. So, if you have this 72 set of Inktense, don't forget this is ink. You could turn this into any of these bottles. So don't go out. If you've got the Inktense, don't go out and buy more ink, okay? And that's why I got this out. Because you can buy this little grater and grate these bars into here, add some water or gum arabic or whatever, and you can turn it into ink. So you could have all these different colors, 72 different colors of splatters, any of that. So yeah, don't think because you don't have the bottled ink that you can't do this. You can turn any of this Inktense into this. Okay? Just saying. Because I figured, you know, oh God, these women are going to think they have to go out and buy a bunch of ink. You don't have to. This is this in solid form. Okay? Just say. Yeah. You can dilute this, turn it into watercolor, turn it into fluid ink. These, I don't know, I think this is an add-on item at Amazon. But yeah, don't think that you got to go out and buy a bunch of inks. If you have this, you have them already. Yeah, this is just a little grate, and you can catch your the gratings in here. Looks like, yeah, I need to clean that out. See, I've done that, and I still have some down in there. Buy the inks, don't buy this mess. But I'm just saying, if you've got this, yeah, don't feel like you got to go out and spend a bunch of money on ink, because you don't. And if you want to turn your inks into iridescents, don't buy all the iridescent inks. Get yourself some iridescent medium, and you can turn this into iridescent ink. We've just learned that today. So I'm really happy with myself that I did this because, yeah, I saved myself about $75, and I don't have to house a whole bunch more junk around here, which I don't have room for anyway. Right? Right. Plus, I could, like, get out a dip pen. Now, the dip pens you don't have to worry about. I could draw on any of those magicals with a dip pen and not worry about ruining the pen. So there you are. You're cruising for a bruising. Somebody in my family said that too, CB. Maybe it was my dad or my mom. I don't know. So I just got those out to say that to you guys because I thought that, oh my gosh, now they're going to think they have to buy all these inks. You don't have to buy the inks. You already own them if you have Inktense. And that little grater thing, It's like $5. It's no big deal. It's really, really cheap. And I think the paper in your shit journals will hold up to the ink pretty well if you don't oversaturate. I think there I just oversaturated, but the blues and the reds, you can use it in your shit to do journal, which is gorgeous, and I love it. Now, I am going to sit here before I put this mess away and try it out in my beast. Actually, May, you're exactly right. Yeah, the Inktense really is a very versatile product. It really is. Because all it is pigment, really. It's pigment. Pigment is all it is. You haven't seen any good Inktense page that looks really good? The shit journal, yeah. You haven't seen the shit journal, Tar Heel Teresa? Here it is. Let me pull you up further so you can see the whole thing. There. It's a journal. Somebody said the other day that when they got theirs, they weren't expecting it to be this big. It's 8 inches by 10 inches. And it's got this cool unicorn. And it's got dot grid journal paper inside. Yep. Awesome. It's got a little heart tattoo on its bottom. How could you not love that? Yeah, I'm real happy with this. Got shit to do? Yep. Everybody's got shit to do. So I don't know. Really, all Inktense are is pigment in a bar. For real. So where do you get it? Eileen ordered mine off of Amazon. Only Amazon, I think, has been overrun with orders, and you may not be able to get it right away. Is what I'm thinking. So I end up liking this page pretty good. Kind of interesting. And of course, if I'd used gesso or something like that, or spackling paste, the dangles would have looked more cleaner. You know, May, I think it's just like any other product. You can have the nicest or the worst product. I mean, honestly, there's a guy on the internet that does portraits with Crayola crayons. I'm not kidding. I would give anything to do even a fraction of what he does. I mean, so I think it's like anything. You know, your products, you know, it's nice to have the newest, the biggest, the best, and that's Elaine's and my problem. But May, honestly, I think it's how you use your products, and you can do fabulous things with Crayola, or you can do fabulous things with whole beans. It's how well you know your product and how you know to use it. That's how I feel about product. I do have Poscas, Kathy. Yeah. There you go, May. That's my belief too. It's not the product, it's how you use it. And if you have given it the time to get really proficient at it, that's what I believe. Because I love my Crayola. I'm sorry, Eileen, you're not Elaine. I love my Crayola colored pencils. I don't like to color with them because they're such a hard lead, but if I want a real nice crisp line, there is nothing better than those Crayola hard leads to get a nice crisp line. So that's how I feel about product. It's just how you use it, for real. I know. If it makes you feel any better, I call her Eileen all the time too. So, yeah, a good artist can use anything. The Poscas, yeah, would work over the Magicals. Yeah, for sure. I do know that. I'm pretty sure I know that. I wouldn't say that with all certainty, but I would almost bet. Good products don't make a good artist. That's true. Master, yes. Master Eileen. You just hit the buy button? Oh my gosh, that's funny. Every one of us is going to have a shit to do journal, and that's a good thing. That is a good thing. Everybody needs a shit to do journal. All right, I've got a mess to clean up here, and I've got to start getting us some dinner ready. I don't even know what we're eating. I should make him take me out today. I really should, but I don't want to get dressed to go out. That's why we never go out to eat, is because I hate getting dressed to go out to eat. Maybe he could just go down the street and get some tacos and bring them home. I know, Jennifer. I think everybody who sees it wants to own it. But the thing I like about it, honestly, I mean, I'm so appreciative to Eileen for buying it for me. I love the dot grid. Love the dot grid. So, all right, you guys, go get something to eat. I've got these in the wrong containers, but I've got a mess. OMG, do I have a mess. So I will talk to you later on in the week. I won't be around tomorrow. No, I have clothes on, but they're clothes that I look like I just climbed out of bed, and I did. I climbed out of bed, put them on. I haven't showered yet either, so I got to do that. So, yeah, I didn't shower this morning. I was busy getting stuff done. The naked streamer. So I hope you guys learned something. I think I did. I really do. And I'm going to be able to use my products in different ways now. So I'm excited about that. So go have fun. We'll catch you somewhere around the block. Bye, Colleen. See you all later. If you watched it on YouTube, thanks a lot.